Alright, this is Mr. Gillum, and today we're going to learn about equilateral triangles. And some of the properties of equilateral triangles are going to be nice for us to have when we're doing our proofs. So let's take a look here. First things first, an equilateral triangle is a triangle that has three equal sides. Alright, now we've been talking about the relationships between side lengths and angles opposite to those side lengths. And so like on an isosceles triangle, we know that if we have the same side length, then we know that the angles across are opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So in this case, since we have three congruent sides, we actually have three congruent angles as well. And so what that leaves us with is if we have 180 degrees in a triangle and each of the three angles takes up an even share of that 180 degrees, then that means that each angle must be 60 degrees. Okay, so an equilateral triangle has three equal sides, and then through some of these relationships we've been studying, we know that it must also have three equal angles. All right. So what we have here is a few corollaries, and one of the corollaries is if it's an equilateral triangle, or it is an equilateral triangle if and only if it is equiangular. That just means that it has all three angles exactly the same. So if angle B, angle A, and angle C are all equal, then for sure we know that the segments must also be equal in a triangle. All right, so if the angles are all equal, then the segments must also be equal. And it kind of goes the other way as well. If we have all these side lengths equal, then we know for sure that each of these angles must be equal as well. So we know that each angle in an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. It's going to be important, very important. All right. And that's pretty much it for today in equilateral triangles. The last thing you might need to know, and this needs to be added to your knowledge base of proofs, the triangle sum theorem is something that we know and we've talked about, but we've really only used it for like solving for a variable. It basically just says that the sum of all the angles inside of a triangle is 180 degrees. You might need to use this theorem for your proofs, and I don't think we talked about it formally as being a theorem. So this triangle sum theorem is just a way to validate when you set up an equation, like if you had three sides of your triangle and or three angles of your triangle. One was x, 2x, and 3x, and you had to find the variable. Then you would use a triangle sum theorem is what that would be on your proof. Okay. Now the proofs aren't going to change much from yesterday, so I didn't put any more proofs on these notes, but I did put a huge lengthy proof as an image on tomorrow's webpage for you to reference, and they got kind of carried away with it. It's kind of a ridiculously long proof, but it's there for your reference if you want to look at it. And that's it for today.